Many people might go to a deliverance service. Some will be healed, some will not be healed. You might even go to a prayer ground, a deliverance service, a night vigil. Others will be healed and you will not be healed. Not because you don't have faith. Some people, they might attend a deliverance service. They might do it several times. You might also go to a prayer ground, a miracle center. Others will be healed, others will not be healed. It is because God wants to lift your faith. God wants to lift your faith. In the book of John chapter 5 verse 1 to 15, Jesus went up to Jerusalem. There was a feast of the Jews. So there was a sheep market called Bethesda in the Hebrew tongue. There was a man who had an infirmity for 38 years. He was waiting for the angel to trouble the waters, and then you have to get into the pool. But when the angels troubled the waters, he said, "Master, there is no one to push me inside the pool. So before I want to get into the pool, someone has already gotten into the pool." You see, this man has been sick with this infirmity for 38 years. But while people were being healed, his own healing did not come from angels, because an angel was supposed to come and trouble the water. And then you get into the water and you are healed. Even the case of Naaman, he had to go to the waters and have a bath for his body to come back as a new baby. Naaman that had leprosy. There is a dimension whereby God uses angels, God uses pastors, prophets to heal. There is a dimension where God uses men of God to heal. But there is another dimension whereby when God wants to lift your faith, God will not use an angel. God will not use a pastor. God will come himself. That's different. A man might have situation, problems, sickness, financial difficulties, and a pastor might come and pray for him and he's healed. But there is another dimension whereby no pastor comes to pray, no prophet comes to pray, but the man himself undergoes prayers and fasting to be healed. Jesus sometimes will come alone to you, just like the man at Bethesda by the pool, the impotent folk. That man had that infirmity for 38 years. Many people were healed in that place, but that man was not healed. And that's the case. Some people, you see them in church, their prayer ground, deliverance service, they need healing, they need deliverance, but others are healed there, they come and testify. They will tell you, your own time to testify will come, you will come and testify. But people, some will be there for years. They have that same issues. But at a certain moment, Jesus will heal them. Because Jesus wants to make himself important in their life, Jesus heals them himself. It's different. It's not like someone who comes to a place and he's sick and the man of God just lay his hands on him and he's healed. It is also different when somebody has an infirmity for 38 years and he's waiting for healing, and Jesus comes after 38 years and healing. Jesus wants to make himself important to that man. Jesus wants to lift the faith of that man. Sometimes when Jesus wants to lift your faith, he will not heal you immediately. Even pastors and prophets, he will not use them to heal you. He will leave you in that situation for so long, lifting up your faith gradually, and then he will come himself and heal. You might pray and you are healed. You did not go to the pastor. You did not go to the prophet. Jesus came to the man that had the infirmity for 38 years and then healed him. If you know, Jesus spent about 33 years on the planet Earth and then he went, according to human perception. But if you look at it, you will see that that man was sick for 38 years. It means he has had that infirmity before Jesus was even born. And Jesus was aware. And Jesus did everything. Jesus was aware. And Jesus comes and heals him. So you see, sometimes when God wants to lift your faith, God will call himself and heal you. He will come himself and heal you. He will not send a pastor or a prophet. You might be looking for deliverance, for prayer, liberty, this and that. You're waiting for the man of God that will pray for you and you'll be healed. And then you will pray a prayer yourself one day and you will be healed. God wants to lift your faith. If people are healed and you are not yet healed, it's not that you don't have faith. It's that God wants to lift your faith, to bring you to the point whereby you are going to see that God is important. God wants to lift your faith. God wants to lift your faith.